The headlines: 8 courts deepen crisis in Nigeria's northeast as Boko Haram threat looms. Tourist Company of Nigeria Defense Board shake-up challenges SEC oversight claims. Branch launches funded with branch campaign to empower Nigerians with financial dignity. Kenya faces backlash over tough new alcohol control proposals. In health, US and CDC backs Nigeria's AI-driven detection to curb HIV-related deaths. In business, Nigeria's new fuel surcharge could generate 796 billion naira annually. In sport, Barcelona's $50 million deal with DR Congo sparks pride at the public outcry. Now the news in full. Humanitarian aid courts in northeastern Nigeria have sparked fears of renewed strength for Boko Haram, one of the world's deadliest militant group. The World Food Programme (WFP) has run out of supplies and can no longer support nearly 1.4 million internally displaced people, raising the risk of youth recruitment into extremist ranks. The impact on the ground is devastating. Survivors like Aisha Bubakar, who lost her husband and 6 children to insurgent attacks, now struggle to feed their families on meager support. Medical organizations like Medicine Sans Frontieres (MSF) report that 652 children have already died this year due to malnutrition, with the clinics overwhelmed and donor-supported health centers at risk of closure. The crisis deepened in 2024 when major donors, including the US, UK, and EU, slashed or halted support, causing a sharp spike in hunger-related deaths. Despite recent government acknowledgement of the malnutrition emergency, including the launch of a new nutrition board, residents say change is too slow. More militant groups continue to camp just beyond Goza's Rocky Hills. Aid workers now fear for desperation that may drive civilians back into insurgents' territory. With food, medicine, and safety increasingly out of reach, the situation in Nigeria's northeast is deteriorating rapidly, leaving millions vulnerable and the region's fragile stability at risk. Moving on, the Tourist Company of Nigeria (TCN) has reaffirmed its authority to remove Chief Anthony Idigbe (SAN), Alhaji Abacha Bulama, and Company Secretary OOT Nominees Limited, in a move that has escalated tensions in Nigeria's Security and Exchange Commission (SEC). In a detailed statement released on Wednesday, TCN said the duo were never SEC appointed directors on its board and that their prolonged stay violated the company's governance principle. The company emphasized that neither Idigbe nor Bulama held equity in TCN and alleged that the appointment stemmed solely from Nikeja Hotel PLC's nomination, not any direct action by the SEC. TCN's position comes in response to a warning by the SEC earlier this week declaring as null and void all resolutions passed at TCN's recent annual general meeting, where shareholders voted to remove Idigbe and Bulama. TCN countered that the SEC's claims of appointing interim directors were inaccurate, pointing to court records and historical data confirming the temporary nature of the appointment, originally tied to a 2015 forensic audit at Ikeja Hotel PLC. The company further accused OOT Nominees Limited, owned by Idigbe and his wife, of obstructing board processes and manipulating AGM records to shield the directors from the standard re-election procedures required under Nigerian law. Citing Section 2894 of CAMA, TCN maintained that its board acted lawfully in appointing Mrs. Erejuwa Gbadegbo as acting chair and suspending the company secretary for conflict of interest and misconduct. The company also referenced an ongoing federal high court case number FHC/L/MISC/760/2025 that it claims restrains the SEC from further interference. With the court stay in place, TCN asserts its right to operate independently and calls on the SEC to acknowledge the court's authority, cease regulatory overreach, and engage with the board based on facts and due process. In a move to redefine financial empowerment and promote dignity in everyday living, digital finance platform Branch has launched its new campaign funded with Branch. The initiative aims to support Nigerians with convenient access to financial tools for both planned and unexpected expenses, offering services such as consumer loans, money transfers, debit cards, and bill payments. According to Dayo Dutali Ademola, Managing Director of Branch Nigeria, the campaign is about celebrating Nigeria's real moment with dignity while helping people remain financially responsible without fear or judgment. Funded with Brand features a creative mix of skits, explainer videos, and user-generated content to normalize seeking financial support and eliminate the stigma around it. The campaign encourages a healthy shift in mindset, moving away from viewing loans or credit as last resort. By offering digital financial services that are fast, safe, and easy to use, Branch is making itself a dependable partner for individuals looking to manage their finances with confidence and ease. Branch is also launching a short-form video series aimed at improving financial literacy among everyday Nigerians. With this initiative, Branch hopes to replace financial anxiety with empowerment, allowing users to take control of their money without stress or shame. As the campaign unfolds, Nigerians can expect a wave of engaging and educational content designed to foster financial freedom. Moving on, Kenya is facing mounting criticism over sweeping new proposals aimed at curbing alcohol consumption, including raising the legal drinking age from 18 to 21 and banning alcohol sales in supermarkets, restaurants, and public transport. The National Authority for the Campaign Against Alcohol and Drug Abuse, NACADA, unveiled the draft policy on Wednesday, describing it as a roadmap to address substance abuse among the youth. Other measures include a ban on home delivery, online alcohol sales, and celebrity endorsements. If enacted, alcohol would only be sold in pubs, bars, and especially licensed shops. The proposal has sparked fierce opposition from alcohol manufacturers, traders, and hospitality industry players who warn that the measures could cripple the economy and drive consumers towards dangerous illicit brews. The Alcoholic Beverage Association of Kenya, ABAC, slammed the draft policy as exclusionary and unrealistic, claiming that they were not consulted. Lawyer Donna Kipori warned that the move could kill the hospitality sector, arguing that tourism thrives on experiences that include alcohol. Industry stakeholders fear widespread job losses, say legitimate businesses are now being unfairly targeted. In response to the backlash, NACADA clarified that the document is not yet legally binding and will undergo a thorough review and stakeholder consultation process, while acknowledging the urgent need to tackle alcohol abuse, citing a 2020 estimate that 1 in 20 Kenyans aged 15 to 65 is addicted. Critics argue the government should focus on better enforcement and education rather than blanket restrictions. Past attempts such as limiting the number of pubs per town have failed amid protests from business owners. As the national conversation continues, many Kenyans are now calling for a more balanced approach that safeguards both public health and livelihoods. We now go on a short break. The news continues on the other side. Back. If you're just joining us, this is still Idea TV News Update. And on the rest of the stories, the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, is supporting Nigeria's federal government and deploying AI-powered portable digital X-ray PDX machines to boost early detection of tuberculosis, TB, particularly among people living with HIV. Dr. Flora Nwagbado, CDC Nigeria's Senior Program Specialist for TB and HIV, announced the initiative, highlighting its potential to transform TB case detection and reduce mortality. Nigeria ranks among the countries with the highest TB burdens globally, recording 467,000 new cases and 71 deaths in 2023, according to Nwagagbo. Alarmingly, 4.9% of people living with HIV in Nigeria also have TB, making it the leading cause of death among the group. The dual HIV-TB epidemic complicates diagnosis and treatment, as TB symptoms are often masked by HIV-related illnesses. To tackle this, the CDC is providing technical and financial support for AI-enabled PDX machines, which can detect TB even in asymptomatic patients or those with compromised. on their training kit starting next season as part of a £44 million, $50 million, approximately 4-year sponsorship agreement with the Democratic Republic of Congo. The deal aims to boost the Central African national global image with planned cultural exhibitions at Camp Nou and sports camps for Congolese youth. Sports Minister Didier Budimbu confirmed that the arrangement includes training opportunities for 50 young players and 10 coaches, as well as multi-sport camps across DR Congo, while government officials hailed the deal as a strategic move to enhance tourism and investment. Many Congolese have criticized the timing and priorities behind the lavish spending. With DR Congo's domestic football league still in disarray due to chronic underfunding and ongoing humanitarian crisis in the east of the country, critics argue the money could have been better used at home. DR Congo is also following in the footsteps of regional rival Rwanda, which has faced similar backlash for its tourism deals with top European clubs like Arsenal, PSG, and Bayern Munich. Tensions between the two nations have also added complexity, especially after DR Congo accused Rwanda of backing rebel groups in its troubled eastern region, a charge that Rwanda now denies. Though some fear the sponsorship amount to sports washing, the DR Congo government insists that global branding is vital to changing perceptions and attracting investments. And that's all we have for you on Idea TV News Updates. But before we go, here's a recap of the headlines. Aid cuts deepens crisis in Nigeria's northeast as Boko Haram threat looms. Tourist Company of Nigeria Defense Board shake-up and challenges SEC oversight claims. Branch launches funded with Branch campaign to empower Nigerians with financial dignity. Kenya faces backlash over tough new alcohol control proposals in health. US CDC backs Nigeria's AI-driven TB detection to curb HIV-related deaths. In business, Nigeria's new fuel surcharge could generate 796 billion naira annually. And in sport, Barcelona's $50 million deal with DR Congo sparks pride and public outcry. Do not forget to follow us across all our social media platforms at Idea Television. I am Chinatu Oji. Thank you for watching.